I don't know if this is outline question or whatever, but assuming that your life partner is Carlos Santana, I would always imagine that, like, for me, the most ideal situation. Um, so yeah, it kind of, when I had my first conversation with him, was also a little bit past the pandemic, where I had my spiritual awakening as well, and got into the things I used to laugh at. I used to look at cats like Carlos, like, burnt out hippie, and all that stuff. And then suddenly I morphed into the person I used to laugh at. Like,
You passed him.
You
started doing
know,
yoga and started meditating and started sound baths and like all those things I used to laugh at people. And for me, um, when I went to my first sound bath, I was just like, yo, this is an ideal musical situation I wouldn't mind being in. That's not like a job or me playing a gig, but like the idea of watching people play. There were kalimbas there. There were various, you know, Hertz, Hert, like bells and Koshi bells and all those things or whatever. Do you guys like routinely do like circles of music together as a couple, or like with groups of people, or
Not like that.
it?
No, no, never.
Okay, I was just having that romantic.
No, we don't. We don't do any of
In
that
my
stuff.
mind, I'm
I mean,
thinking like
we listen to
ayahuasca.
listen to stuff, and he comes up with all these playlists, and we go through that kind of stuff, and of course he loves the drums, so we talk about the drums.
Mhm.
And but it's not like we're doing music circles or even you know jamming all the time. That's like I have drums in the house, but I rarely play in the house. I go to the studio to play because I like to focus and be, and he likes to sit in the living room and play. So he plays there and I go to the studio and play. So, you
Right.
know, so which is actually good because then you're giving the person their own space. So we have this stuff where we come together, and then we also have our own space to explore the way we want to, or just be alone with our instruments, which is something that, as you're a musician too, and
Right.
we need that. We it's part of the deal.
Yeah, I was asking because, like, there was a period where Don Cherry would often involve all of his family into recordings. Like, yes, he recorded it and released it, but I know that the genesis of a lot of those recordings were just like being at home, doing chanting around the house, and that sort of thing. So in my
We
mind, I don't know. I just imagine you two as this utopian couple.
they are just
We
actually,
without the
all do.
sound
actually, I'll
baths.
tell you. Actually, and you're sparking a memory. We did do something like that one time, um, and it was Carlos's idea. We had a bunch of family over. This is when we lived in California. We had a bunch of family over, and there was, without getting into detail, there was something that needed to be kind of healed.
Hmm.
And so
Sound healing.
Carlos's suggestion was that we everybody start playing congas and playing drums and play. So when my dad was living, he was, aunt who was living at that time, she was kind of tapping, everybody was playing and a drum, or picked up a percussion thing. That's the only time we've ever done that, and it was kind of like a very healing experience because that was what was needed. But we're not like the music circle, kumbaya
People
people
think
that
that.
Sorry, because
yeah.
then my next question was, so we're gonna come.
Yeah, that
Can
was
you
totally an
plan one
invite
for
for
a
a drum.
mirror,
That was a
please?
drum circle invite, like so bad. That was so great.
Wait, wait,
It needs to
wait.
happen. It looks like it
You know
needs
what?
to.
If you came over to the house, we'd probably do it with you.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's
Well,
it.
yeah, I specifically said to him that when I get to the place, and this will happen in 2025. Well, I can't plan it, but uh when I decide or make the decision to do my first ayahuasca journey, I wanted him to be present to play
Still
music.
no. So I
But
thought you had already done that, Amir. Oh,
no, no,
okay.
no, no. I'm not there.
Okay.
I'm still in the shallow part of
Okay.
the shallow part of the pool.
On that note, though, can I ask Cindy, like on a daily, as far as like a routine of what it takes spiritually and physically for you to present what I see right now? Is there something that you
You look
do?
amazing, by the way.
Yeah, like, but I need to know
There's a
spiritually
very
and
glowy
physically.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I do a lot of different stuff. So I've always been into like through school, my thing was sports and drums. So I've always been into being healthy. My older sister who had all those records, she also got me into juicing at a very young age and to, eating a healthy way. So, I do a lot of exercise. I was into yoga a lot at one point. I haven't been into yoga lately, but at this point, I do Tai Chi. I've done other martial arts too. Right now, it's Tai Chi. I do supplements. I drink a lot of water. I try to rest. I get
No
into
meat?
meditation. I'm a vegan.
Good. Okay, I see this.